If you're looking for cheap and instant Madden Ultimate Team coins, head on over to MikeCoinBank.com and use the discount code RBT for 10% off. And if you're looking for packs actually worth opening, check out MaddenMascot.com and use code RBT for 10% off. Yo, what is going on, everybody? This is RBT coming at you guys with another Madden 17 experiment video today. And today, we're going to be seeing what would happen if Tom Brady was the starting quarterback for all 32 NFL teams. I think Tom Brady is arguably, a lot of people, a high percentage of people would say Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback in NFL history after looking at everything he's done. He's like old. He's like 39 years old now, and he's still absolutely killing in the NFL. He's probably going to be in the NFL for another 3 or 4 seasons. I think he said he wanted to play at least 5 more seasons. We'll have to see if that's going to happen. But in Madden, he's a 96 overall, and we're going to see what would happen if he was the starting quarterback for every single team. So will the Patriots be as dominant if they have the same exact team with Tom Brady as the quarterback as always? Or will a surprise team come out of nowhere like the Browns or something with Tom Brady as their quarterback and be amazing? It's going to be cool to see which wide receiver core, which offense helps Tom Brady get the most stats, and see which Tom Brady on which team ends up winning the MVP. So we're going to have to see what happens. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, and if we get 1,000 likes, that would be absolutely amazing. If you have any more ideas for experiments, let me know in the comment section below. And with that said, I do want to show you guys that every single team has their own Tom Brady. The same stats across the board. They're going to be listed as a rookie, but it's still Tom Brady. Same height, same weight. Every single rating is exactly the same as the actual Tom Brady. Like I said, guys, it is going to be interesting to see what happens in this video because, I mean, Tom Brady's the starting quarterback for every single NFL team, so we have to see what team benefits the most from Tom Brady being the starting quarterback. And the other interesting thing in this video is the fact that the Packers are going to be the only team without Tom Brady starting as their quarterback. They do have Tom Brady backing Aaron Rodgers up, but Aaron Rodgers is the only 99 overall quarterback in the game. So watch it be, well, I guarantee you that the MVP goes to Aaron Rodgers. It's an absolute fact it's going to happen. But we are going to have to see what happens with every team having Tom Brady. So with that said, it's going to go ahead. It's probably going to be a short experiment video, but we can go ahead and sim to the playoffs and see what happens in this crazy NFL season. So the simulation is over. We're in the wild card round, and it looks like the Patriots, as always, still made the playoffs. Not an incredible year, but still 10-6 was good enough to make it to the wild card round. Tom Brady on the Patriots is up to a 99 overall with his progression throughout the season, and they actually didn't win the division. The Bills won the division at 12-4, so it looks like they had a big boost from Tom Brady being their starting quarterback. So I do want to look at the standings for each division and see how each division went with Tom Brady being the starting quarterback, obviously, for every single team. The Steelers won the division. I mean, Tom Brady, I guarantee you the Steelers' Tom Brady came at least in the top 3 in the MVP race. I mean, Antonio Brown and all those receivers, and with Le'Veon Bell, the offense had to be deadly. The Bengals didn't make the playoffs, but had a good year at 9-7. The Ravens went 8-8, and the Browns didn't do too much better. I mean, 2 more wins than they did in real life. So I guess Tom Brady actually tripled their wins, but they still went 3-13, nowhere near a playoff spot. The Colts actually did really good in the AFC South, went 10-6. The Titans went 9-7, and the Texans, seems like the Texans would have benefited the most in this division from Tom Brady being the starting quarterback because they need a quarterback, and they only went 7-9, so not too good there. AFC East, we already saw that the Bills did really good. AFC West, the Chiefs did really good at 12-4, so I guess I can understand because Tom Brady on the Chiefs, I mean, taking over for Alex Smith, I mean, that's a pretty good team aside from Alex Smith, who can be good at times. But anyways, Chargers made the wild card spot at 9-7. The Broncos surprisingly went 6-9, so I don't know what happened there. Taking over for Trevor Siemian, seems like Tom Brady would have done better than 6-9-1 with the Broncos. Now the Bears, this is a big one. This one's interesting. The Bears made the playoffs at 8-8. And the reason this is interesting, because if you do a simulation or any type of franchise with the Bears that's not with like a custom-made roster with the new prospects and all the free agency signings and everything, the Bears always go like 2-12 or something, or 2-12, there's 16 games, RBT. 2-14, that was really weird, referring to myself in third person. 99% of the time, the Bears have like a punter or kicker playing quarterback just because it's super glitched. So now that Tom Brady comes in, they actually make a playoff spot. Let's see if Mitch Trubisky can be that successful in real life. Now the Packers, now this is actually kind of crazy. Why'd the Packers do so bad? Well, at 5-11, they had Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. They shouldn't have been doing that bad. Now, NFC South, the Saints did really well. I mean, Tom Brady is better than Drew Brees, I would say, in the game, but, I mean, I didn't think it'd be that much of a difference. Went 11-5, pretty good. The Panthers did awful at 3-13. That's crazy. The Falcons didn't make the playoffs, and the Buccaneers, of all teams, went 10-6. So some crazy results from some of these teams' records. The Cowboys did really well. They had 3 really good quarterbacks, Tom Brady, Dak Prescott, and Tony Romo. The Redskins went 10-6. The Redskins did pretty well with Tom. The Eagles went 9-7. The Giants, of all teams, with Tom Brady, went 7-9, when came in dead last in the NFC East. And last division, the Rams. Pretty bad division in NFC West. Why did the Seahawks and Packers do so bad with Tom Brady? That's crazy. I guess the Tom Brady bit on every team made the divisions a little bit tougher, but still, the Seahawks and Packers coming in dead last in the divisions, that's crazy. But the Rams did win this division at 8-8. The 49ers did a lot better than normal, went 7-9, and the Cardinals also went 7-9 as well. Oh, what do you know? Tom Brady's the MVP. Never would have guessed that one. But which Tom Brady actually was the MVP? And it looks like the Tom Brady on the Dallas Cowboys was the MVP. And look at this, dude. Now, this is actually pretty crazy in itself, because normally when a player has a crazy statistical season, their team does bad, they don't even come in the top 10. And Aaron Rodgers on the Packers went 5-11, but he was still number 2. How does that happen? The normal Tom Brady came in 3rd, the Tom Brady on the Lions came in 4th, Tom Brady on the Titans came in 6th, Tom Brady on the Dolphins came in 7th, the Broncos too, they went 6-9-1. Wouldn't expect him to be on there, but he came in 8th. And Ezekiel Elliott, of all players, came in 9th, and the Jaguars, Tom Brady came in 10th. Now, let's see how they did. Well, no, let's see what teams had the best offense. I was guessing the Steelers, and the Steelers came in 4th. Why were the Cowboys ahead of the Patriots at first? They have 1 less yard than the Patriots. But anyways, looks like the Patriots had the most yards of any team. The Cowboys, Redskins, Lions, Packers, Chargers, then the Steelers. Not surprised to see the Jaguars and Bills up there. Probably would have expected the Falcons to be a little bit higher, but some teams that you kind of expect to be up there in terms of offense, and some teams not necessarily would expect to be up there in terms of the top offenses in the NFL. Seahawks are way down there. That's kind of surprising. Don't know what happened there. And the Panthers too. Like, I know the Panthers didn't have the greatest offense in the NFL last year, but being dead last. Now let's see how all the Tom Bradys did statistically. The Cowboys Tom Brady, we had 4 Tom Bradys had over 5,000 yards passing. One of them had 50 touchdowns. Aaron Rodgers had 51, which is crazy because I don't think I've ever had a quarterback in any simulation experiment video have over 50 touchdown passes, and we had 2 in this video. But Tom Brady on the Cowboys had a crazy year, 5,400 yards. On the Jaguars, he had 5,100 yards, 31 touchdowns, 14 picks. On the Lions, had 5,100 yards, 41 touchdowns, 10 picks. And on the Patriots, the normal Tom Brady still had over 5,000 yards with all those wonderful receivers they have. Just over 5,000 yards, 41 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions. Now let's see which Tom Brady had the most interceptions. It seems like he did that on purpose since it's on the Giants. But he threw 22 picks on the Giants, so had a decent year. That's a lot of picks, though. 19 picks on the Texans, no wonder they didn't do well. 17 picks on the Jets, 17 picks on the Panthers, and 16 picks on the Steelers. I didn't really expect that much, but I mean, most of the Tom Bradys did pretty well. Which Tom Brady had the best passing percentage? And it looks like it's going to be the Tom Brady with 74% completion percentage on the Redskins, which is almost unheard of. 73% on the Cowboys. Now, which Tom Brady had the worst completion percentage on the Falcons? For some reason, he didn't even play for the Falcons. That's crazy. He only had 33% there, but which Tom Brady that actually started had the worst completion percentage? And the one on the Texans was 64%. In all the simulations you do, you normally see some quarterbacks get sacked like 70 times, but with it being Tom Brady and I guess some of his stats, like his awareness stats maybe, no matter how bad the team's offensive lines were, the most times Tom Brady was sacked on any team was only 35. So that's actually kind of surprising to me, but being a Tom Brady, I kind of can get it. And the Tom Brady on the Redskins was only sacked 8 times, dude. Being sacked only 8 times the whole year, that's like unheard of. Absolutely unheard of. LaShawn McCoy had a great year. No wonder the Bills had such a great year. 1,700 yards. Why wasn't he in the top 10 in the MVP race? Had 12 touchdowns too. I guess because Zeke had 16 touchdowns. Now, receiving yards. Which receiver gained the most from having Tom Brady as their quarterback? Antonio Brown, 1,700 yards, 17 touchdowns. And Dez Bryant, 1,500 yards, 17 touchdowns. And Julian Edelman had a pretty good year with 1,400 yards as well. Now, after all that, I guess it's time to see which Tom Brady actually wins the Super Bowl. So to end off the video, let's see which Tom Brady actually won the Super Bowl. And it ends up being the Pittsburgh Steelers Tom Brady, 41-34 over the Chicago Bears of all teams. The Bears, who usually is like a bottom dweller in the NFL in any simulation you do, made it all the way to the Super Bowl and only lost by a touchdown. I kind of expected the Steelers to do pretty well with that offense, but I didn't expect them really to win the Super Bowl. Kind of want to check out the stats here and see how Tom Brady did.
Derp.
Huh? Well, that's an extremely awkward ending to the video. What the heck?